I didn't know it yet, but one conversation was about to change my entire life. 5 years ago, I was at my best friend's apartment, and we were just hanging out as usual, when all of a sudden we had a really long conversation. A conversation about life, what it's about, and neither of us lives up to our potential. This conversation changed my whole life, and it made me realize that I was wasting so much of my potential, just wasting my life. Before this conversation, I was overweight. I played a lot of video games, and I didn't think happiness existed. I would actually take it that far that I was the opposite. I was actually kind of depressed. I had no ambitions. I had no sense of direction in life. I was just passing by and just going where life took me without any type of goals or anything in my mind of what I wanted to do. And when you live like this and don't have any type of purpose and have no clue of what you're supposed to do or how to realize your potential, the thing is that it's so easy to start filling the void with other things. I think everyone who's watching this knows what I'm talking about when I say that it's itching. I think everyone has experienced the itch from the inside. Something's itching, something doesn't feel right. And that itch comes from not living your authentic life, not living as you and doing what you're supposed to be doing or what makes you happy. I can only speak for myself, but I think a lot of people have this issue that in order to get rid of this itch, we fill it with partying, food, a lot of different shit, straight up. And I was no different. So I spent my time doom scrolling. I spent my time playing Call of Duty. I spent my time getting really drunk on the weekends and then being hungover and just eating pizza every weekend. I always knew that I had more potential. I think this is one of the reasons that I felt so bad about what I was doing and why I had depression for so many years, because deep down I knew I had more potential to be more and do more than I was doing. But I felt stuck. I had no idea how to realize my potential or how to even start, if I'm gonna be completely honest. And yeah, of course I tried going to the gym. I took a run once in a while and it never stuck because I hadn't learned what discipline was. I hadn't learned the simple phrase that discipline equals freedom. And what do I mean with that? I only think people that actually have experienced it understands what I'm talking about. But when you're not disciplined, you are a slave to your circumstances because you can't do anything. You're affected by your current mood, you're affected by your current situations around you. But when you're actually disciplined and take charge of your life, that's when their true freedom comes. And that's what I mean with discipline equals freedom. That conversation 5 years ago was very eye-opening, and it made me think one thing. Enough is enough. I was tired of just living the same boring life. I was tired of not fulfilling my potential. I was tired of not being respected at my job. I was tired of not being respected by people around me. And I knew I had more in me. I knew it. I knew I could do more. Just as you who are watching this knows that you have more potential than you realize. Deep down, if you're gonna be completely honest, you know it to be true as well. I realized a harsh truth. No one was coming to save me. The only person who could make a change was myself. I was the only person who could make the change that was needed for me to have the life I wanted. To reach my dreams of being in shape, my dreams of being more respected around me, my dreams of having a better job, of earning more money, having my own business. I knew all of these things were on the other side of me realizing my potential. And this conversation made me realize that there was no one coming to save me. I can only speak for myself, but I think when you're in this and you always just fill the void with stuff that doesn't matter or just try to ignore the true itch, you think that someone or something will just work out later. You think, yeah, it's okay, it's gonna work out, or it's gonna change. But the truth is that nothing changes until you change. And after this conversation, I went out to my friend's apartment so motivated to just change my whole life. Unfortunately, the day after, I woke up really sick with a high fever. And I had to lay in bed for almost 2 weeks. But during these 2 weeks, all I could think of was as soon as it's gonna start. And as soon as I was well, I rose up that morning and I decided, that I had already decided the day before, 2 weeks before, that this was the day everything changes. So I started. It was time to take action. I stepped on a scale and it was 87 kilograms. And I'm only 175 centimeters tall. That was with no muscles. It was only fat. I decided there then that I would commit to a whole month without any junk food, without any sauces, sweets or stuff like it, and work out every single day. I need to start running and I need to start going to the gym. This is exactly what I did. And it was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. I was very motivated at the first, but as with everything, you lose the motivation pretty fast. I will never forget my first run. I went out for a 5-kilometer run with 2 friends. I thought I wouldn't survive. I thought I would pass out during the run. I had to stop multiple times and start walking, but how lucky I am, my friends pushed me to keep running again, and I did it. That was probably one of the worst and most proud moments of my life, because I couldn't even stand up when I was done. I didn't even eat dinner that night. I couldn't even go out of my sofa after running for the whole evening. But that feeling of finally accomplishing something and doing something meaningful. Thing is, when you start doing the right things, it adds up. It's like a snowball effect. It just keeps adding up and becoming more and more. So when you start doing one good thing, all of the other things just starts coming. So what started as a health challenge quickly became routines. During this month, I was very disciplined with not having any hamburgers, no pizza, no sauces. But of course, it was a fantastic month. For the first time in my life, I actually took responsibility for stuff, which was a very big thing for me. And I quickly realized I could do so much more than I thought what I was capable of. And the thing is, when you start taking care of yourself mentally and start taking care of your health, other things just starts adding up. So just from me starting to take care of my body and started working out, all of a sudden I got a promotion at my job, more respect from people, like both from friends and from clients, and I just noticed I got more respect. That's where discipline comes in, because I think everyone has moments of motivation where you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start working out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start my business. But the thing is that motivation disappears. But what always there and will be there is discipline. And you're going to need discipline. I didn't get through my first month of the health challenge with just motivation. I lost motivation after maybe 3 days. But I had decided that I had potential for more, and I knew I could do more. And I didn't give up. I drastically reduced the amount of alcohol I was drinking. I reduced how much I was partying, because beforehand I didn't have any direction in life. So instead of just finding direction, I just partied and tried to fill the void with other stuff. So I stopped going out every weekend. I stopped hanging out with certain people that didn't align with the values I had. All of a sudden, I saw this crazy progress. I saw this incredible development in my own well-being. I was happy than ever been before. I had more purpose than ever before. And with this health challenge I did for a month, that helped me create my first good habits. And just like with everything, things add up and pile up. So when you do one good habit, it piles up to more good habits, which gives you more energy into doing more stuff. I did drastic changes at first, and then I realized this wouldn't be realistic to do. So I started doing smaller changes in my everyday life and become more disciplined. And I quickly realized after this month that I had made more progress in 1 month than I've done in almost 18 years of being alive. This is where the momentum starts. My goal with this video is to explain that you don't need 50 podcasts or 50 motivational speeches. You don't need to go to 5,000 seminars. Sometimes all it takes is one brutal truth from one person, and that can change everything. So 5 years later from that conversation, what do I do today? Right now, I'm living in Mexico City and enjoying my best life. I'm here building my personal brand, I'm here eating tacos, and I'm here building my company, and also training a lot, of course. And thanks to my discipline, I'm able to scale my company. I'm able to travel the world and have complete location freedom. And all of this was possible because I chose to make a change. I chose to take responsibility for my actions, and I chose to live another life and live up to my full potential. When I look back on these 5 years, I can look back with pride and really feel that I made a difference and I'm living the most authentic version of my life. And I'm here to tell you that it's completely possible for you to do it as well. One conversation can change your whole life, or one action step in the right direction, or one choice of discipline can start a chain reaction that changes everything. 5 years later, I've been traveling the world. I've quit my 9 to 5. I've developed a body I can be proud to show off. I reached my goals of a 10K month. I've started doing my personal branding, and I've been to almost every continent on earth. When I started this journey 5 years ago, I could never, ever even dream of having the life I'm having now. I didn't think that I could do so much things. And what I want to add to this is that I'm in no way special. Everyone can do what they're meant to do. Everyone can take action steps and do new things. You can tomorrow choose to take another way to work. You can choose to try a new training form, or you can try to research that business or read that book or approach that girl. We all have potential in us to be a better version of ourselves tomorrow. And I hope to be living proof of this, that you can live an authentic life and be yourself. So the question is, what conversation or action step do you need to take tomorrow in order to change your life? And here on the channel, I will document everything from my journey. I will document the business, I will document my travels, my workouts, I will be showing the freedom that I have acquired through having my online business, and of course also my personal brand journey. And don't forget to subscribe, because who knows, the next video might be the exact one that will change everything for you.